You think there's any creator right now that is like just genuinely a bad influence or bad for the hobby?
Yeah, right.
In 2025, do you think you could murder somebody and get away with it? I got step one down though, because I'm definitely experienced with tying people up. So we got that part. Okay.
I would have been a great drug dealer in high school. I just didn't have the balls to do it. Would have been great.
Dude, I would have been buying. I would have been a client.
Yeah, I think one of my hot takes would be there's a lot of rumors going around that like Pokemon's gonna reprint everything like Q1 of 2026. Like, I don't know if this is even a hot take, but that's bullshit. Murder, I think, is probably way easier than people make it out to be. They just rush the steps.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon investing. Like, literally, like, buy a booster box, sit on that fucker for a year or 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got day 6 of VERTMAS, and we have Trixie. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? Come here. Hey, baby. All the hits we get from our daily pack openings are going in this binder. I'll announce the winner during the Christmas episode. If you want to enter, just be liking the videos, comment on all the videos, and be subscribed to the channel. We got Surging Sparks for the pack today, people. I freaking love this set. Can't go wrong with it. There's still some cards I need, but we got to start getting some hits for this freaking binder. Talk to me. Make sure y'all check out shinyvert.com. Check out the mystery packs. Check out the sealed products, slabs, everything. Reverse. Dude, I'm getting absolutely drenched this series. If y'all have not downloaded the Collectr app or followed them on Instagram, what are you doing, gang? What are you doing? Seriously, download the Collectr app. It is the easiest way to track your own collection. I use it to track my collection. I put all my boxes, my cards, everything in here, and it keeps you up to date on the market price of everything. The market is moving fast right now, people. So if you want to stay up to date with the market, make sure you are following the app. And then on top of that, on the home screen of this app, you can get $25 off PSA. They got a ton of cool stuff on the front of the app. They make it super easy to search cards, prices, sets, everything. And then the biggest thing they're doing this month, y'all, they're doing their biggest giveaway that they have ever done. So become a pro on the app. I am a pro myself. And if you become a pro, you will have a chance to win an $80,000 box. Download Collectr, become a pro on the app. Back to the video. All right, y'all. We got another episode of VERTMAS. We got none other than Brian, aka PokeNE. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm good. Thanks for having me. Happy VERTMAS, everybody. I didn't bring my Santa hat, but if I had one, you know, if I had one within range, I'd put that on. It's really good to be here. Thanks, man.
Dude, yeah. This is the second time, but first time alone with PokeNE, but second time we're doing like a podcast type of deal. First conversation was super good. Bro, it's so cool to pick your brain because I feel like you're, in the Pokemon space at least, probably the leading like business channel.
Yeah, that could be right. Top 5, I'd say. You know, I watch Alpha Investments, Danny Phantom, a couple other people, but thank you. I'm trying to get more into the business content for 26. You know, new year, new me vibes.
Yeah, bro. Like, obviously, like Danny and them are in there, but I feel like the thing that makes you so different is like it's straight like how to make a business behind this. Like, bro, I've watched so many. I just put it in a Rattle, that video I did about you and Rattle recently, but I was like, yeah, we got to get into that.
How can I not laugh at that?
But I was like, dude, even I've learned a ton. Like, I'll sit here while I'm working throughout the day and just leave YouTube on, and like learning from you is really dope on that channel.
Well, thank you. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. I act based as hell on camera, but it's extremely flattering when people watch my stuff. I was literally at Shields the other day. I bought this hoodie, and the apparel guy at Shields was like, "Are you the Pokemon guy?" I'm
no
like,
way.
Yeah. And he wants to start a little rip and ship side hustle. Like, this literally happened like the other day. So I was, it's very flattering. Hi, Shields guy. Apparently you watch my stuff. So what's up?
and you know, obviously I'm sure a lot of people do know this, but your site, it's PokeNE.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Bro, I actually got this from you very recently.
Hey, that's a good one. That's an expensive one. My goodness.
Yeah, that and the I picked up some McDonald's Pikachus from you. So make sure y'all shop PokeNE.com. The prices are good, bro. Like, it's genuinely good prices.
They're all right. They're all right. I appreciate you buying. I would have gave you some free stuff. I haven't done my own orders in a while. Humble brag, but I need to give a list of YouTubers and my brother and have them, you know, hook you guys up a little bit more.
Bro, okay, so yeah, I wanted to ask you some more business sided questions. Like, how did that come about when you were like, I need employees or at least an employee? Like, what is that process? Like, were you just too busy? Do you just want to focus on YouTube more? Like, how does somebody know when they need an employee?
If you watch my old content and if you're friends with me IRL, you would know that I was probably the most against employees out of any other business owner. I was horrified of hiring employees. Number one, I operate out of my house and I got dogs and like $1 million of shit. Like the last thing I wanted was an employee who could steal from me,
Yeah.
do something horrible. And it's just hard to trust people. I mean, people suck. And the only person I would have ever hired was my brother, who has his own lawn cutting business. And he's always busy with stuff. He had a 9 to 5 too, in addition. And so what triggered me to like actually try it out was Justin, my brother. He quit his 9 to 5, went full lawn mowing, and then in the wintertime he had nothing going on. So I was like, okay, I can hire a near full-time employee with Justin. And before Justin, my cousin Abby, I had her for like 16 hours a week. She worked for me every Thursday. And I'm like, okay, Abby, I love her to death. She's my cousin. She's not going to screw me. Justin, he's not going to screw me. And then after those two, I also hired a kid from my gym, Bryce, who he was a fan of the channel. And I said I'd never hire non-family members, but I just got a good vibe with Bryce. Just got to follow your gut sometimes. And ultimately just came down to like I was working 80 hours a week a year ago. Me and Andrea, my wife, we planned on having a kid, and we knew that if I wanted to be the dad that goes to the soccer games, I would need to outsource some of my work. So
Yeah.
a little bit of everything. I'm really glad I did it. I'm going to be one of those people now that talk to business owners like you got to hire now, hire faster than you think, just like
Yeah.
everyone else was telling me, and I didn't listen. But that's how it is.
Dude, well, freaking congrats on the employees. Obviously, huge
Thank you.
congratulations on the child. When are you gonna drop that information on your channel?
Yeah, it's not public yet officially, but we're gonna drop a video. You might have the first exclusive.
Oh
You have the
yeah.
exclusive sauce here. When is this video airing?
Probably will be around the 6th or 7th of
Okay,
December.
you might have the first word. Yeah, we are expecting a daughter, early March, and we're stoked. We're very excited. We had a pretty tragic past with that, and we're ready to try again and get through. So we're excited, and I'm very much more prepared too because again, I have the 3 employees, and
Yeah.
I've got a lot more free time than usual, and I've been making more content than ever. But I'm very much ready, and so is Andrea. She's a teacher, thank God, so she can help me out in
Yeah.
summer break.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's
it's going to be
nice.
stay at home dad slash entrepreneur mode.
Yeah. Dude, so like are you nervous, bro? Like you said you were ready, but are you nervous? Because everybody always says like you're never ready to have a kid. Like, what is your thoughts about that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, horrified. It's
That's
you don't
scary.
want. I've never held a baby, which is apparently kind of a weird thing. Like I just never. I don't know a lot of people with kids. I guess I don't know. Like I don't know how to change a diaper. I don't know how to properly hold a kid. I know nothing about children. The only thing that keeps me sort of sane is again my wife's a teacher, and then before she was a teacher, she worked at a daycare and they handled like babies all day. So she knows everything. So I at
Yeah.
least have someone that knows what they're doing. But yeah, I mean, I know nothing. And my biggest fear up until recently was if I'm this rich Pokemon entrepreneur influencer bro that I would be like too busy to properly
Yeah.
be there. Like the last thing I wanted was, oh, I'm too busy to go to soccer games. Like I gotta work. And so that fear motivated me to like get my crap together, get everything prepped to where now if I want to work 10 hours a week, I feasibly could and still be very much okay. And then go to the dance recitals or whatever she decides to
Yeah.
do. So I'm not as nervous as I was 6 months ago, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll see.
That's freaking awesome, bro. Super happy for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Do you ever a little bit off topic, but this is why I like doing these like just talks with people, like off topic of Pokemon, but just getting to know you more. Um, because this is something I think about, and especially I'm sure you're up to date with technology and stuff. Like, are you ever worried
Try to
about
be.
the world that they're gonna grow up in with AI and whatnot?
I'm absolutely horrified, truly.
It's scary.
I I got in a rut with like the political news content on Instagram. You watch one scary thing. I'm not gonna go into detail, but you watch one scary thing, and then the algorithm feeds you more. And I'm just like, oh my god, the world's ending. Everything's going to. And so I unfollowed all that. I'd rather be I just rather not know anything. So that scared the hell out of me. AI scares the absolute hell out of me. Like, when we have a baby, if she's on camera or something, no biggie. A baby, it's a baby. But when this kid's 6, 7, 8, 10, whatever, I'm terrified of a child on camera because it only takes one psycho who hates me, throw my kid's face on some AI. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's like it's mind boggling, and it's gonna be really good by then. Like when this kid's 10, you're people are gonna do some creepy stuff with kids, man. So, as soon as this kid turns like recognizable, she's just not gonna be on camera. And
Yeah.
I'm terrified. She might want to become a gamer or an influencer or whatever. And I'm just like, it's AI stuff, man. I don't like it. Like
How
I'm
would you
very
feel
much
about
up with
her?
it.
What if she wanted to do YouTube and stuff? Would you? Is there like an age you have on that, or
Well, so when I was a kid, and probably when you were a kid, it's like you didn't get a phone for quite a while. Like you
yeah,
waited a while to get a phone. I didn't have a phone until I was 16, which is wild. And now kids get phones when they're like 9 or
yeah,
whatever. So I'm not going to be the weird dad that's like you can't be on YouTube. If most kids are on YouTube when they're 10 or whatever, I'm going to try to be like normal, but only if she wants to. Like there's a lot of people in my position who just like you got a channel, you got a brand, people care about you and your personal life, where it's like, oh, I can start a family channel, like me and whatever we name her, me and Sarah, like the father daughter duo. And I can't do that. Like
yeah,
I'm not going to do that. And
yeah,
so when she understands the internet as much as a child could, she wants to start her thing, great, but there's going to be a lot of precautions in place, lots of censoring on comments. You can hide pretty much any comment if you censor enough, and just
yeah.
a lot of protections in place. And the psychos who use AI to torment people, I mean, eventually she's going to come across that just like every other kid. It's like there's always going
Yeah.
to be psychos out there.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. It seems like you're gonna be a great dad. Like I feel like that's exactly how it
Fingers
should be.
crossed.
It is
Yeah,
wild, bro.
I hope so.
I was driving through the neighborhood the other day and I saw some kids out there, they got their phone set up on the freaking mailbox recording dance TikToks.
Hmm.
And I'm like, I was the same as you, dude. I didn't get I had a track phone, I think at like
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
14 or 15. And you can't do anything with that because my parents are paying. You send 5 texts, you're out of text.
Yeah, dude, literally. I had a track phone that my parents bought for me at 16, and then at 18 they stopped paying for it. I still lived with them. I lived with them until I was 22. And they're like, "You want a phone, you gotta pay for it yourself." And I said, "Bet, I'm not paying for it." So I got rid of my phone. I downloaded Pinger Text Free, which was a Wi-Fi texting app that worked on my iPod Touch. And
Heck
I
yeah.
used that until I had a house before I had an actual cell phone that wasn't
Yeah.
like a track phone. So like my kids, she's gonna have a very different life than we did. It's gonna be crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, the kids got freaking the brand new iPhones now at 7 years old
Yes.
playing games on the bus and whatnot. It's crazy.
It's a different world.
All right, so some more business stuff, bro. Like how how does how does this month go for you? Because I'm sure it's a very busy month for you, but will it be a lot different this year because you do have employees now? And what have you done to prepare for like Christmas?
Yeah, I mean it's a good question. This last month's been good. All of November, we just got our like analytics finalized. We did like 498K in sales for November, which
Yeah.
it's about right. I mean, like I think last year we did more because the high class set last year just sold more, and I think 151 there was some kind of reprint or something. I need to dig through my analytics, but I feel like we did closer to 600 last November. But 500 this November, where I barely packaged anything, pretty freaking good. So I'm not doing much. My Wix Wix is like a competitor of Shopify for those listening. My Wix manager calls me once a week or once a month, and we do like little calls about strategies. And she keeps going, "Hey, what are you doing for Black Friday? What are you doing for Black Friday?" Nothing. My answer was nothing, because the stuff sells no matter what you do. And so I put like binders and sleeves on sale, whatever, free shipping on orders, whatever. So, I mean, like, to answer your question, like, nothing much is happening. It's just volume is higher because people are buying for holidays and they've got some spending money or whatever. But there's not a whole lot that I'm doing different. The high class set this year for Japan is Mega Dream. It's still $130 on TCG Player. The volume we're moving is very much less than I think every other high class set. Like Terrestrial Festival was crazy. Shiny Treasure was absolutely mad. V Star Universe was great. Shiny Star V is what got us like on the map. And overall, like Mega Dream, we've sold 400 boxes since Friday. So 400 boxes in a couple days, which that sounds like a lot, but I think this time last year we sold like 1,100 Terrestrial boxes. So it's just slower in that regard. With English being the way it is, it kind of makes sense. People are throwing all their money on English. So every holiday is a little bit different. This one I would say is the easy. I mean, I am not aging this year. Like, let me tell you, I'm not losing any hair this year. Like, we're vibing. We got YouTube TV football games on for my brother and Bryce, and they're watching TV while they pack orders. We're vibing.
Oh, that's dumb, bro. Let me come work over there, dude.
I try to bring about a good working environment for my people. It's just not that serious. It's like I took it
Yeah.
so seriously in the past. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, that's literally what my day to day is here. Like, I work here all day, so I just put my phone on and listen to YouTube videos all day long.
Hmm. I listen to
Gotta-
you. I listen to probably 15 other people too. And yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I just play in the background.
It's the only way to stay up to date with, and I feel like there's so many new creators now. Like, obviously Kira is pretty new to the space. Came on,
Hmm.
she's doing crazy good for herself on YouTube, but it's wild to see like all the new people. So, are you constantly staying up to date with the? Because you do the business talk, but you also, I mean, you'll call people out here and there. So,
I have such a unique perspective, a unique strategy with YouTube, and the strategy is not having a strategy. I'll go full serious business talk, and then I'll just call people out, bring out the drama, complete immature brain rot content. I love it all, but yes, I do keep up with everything. I've got my finger on things, my pulse on things like way more than people think. Like there's so many live videos I'll watch or I'll listen to, and someone mentions like, "Oh yeah, Brian PokeNE," and then I'll go, "Yo, what's up?" I'll be like, "Oh my god, he's watching." I'm like, "I'm everywhere. I watch everything. I listen to everything." I ran out of music to listen to, dude. So all I got is YouTube, and I love it all. I love like the drama channels, the business channels, even the what do they call it, the TCG chart clicker channels where they just talk about Destined Rivals went up 5% this
yeah.
week. I love it. I love listening to it. It's all I care about. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're the same way.
Absolutely, bro. I feel
Yeah.
like I have to, like, when I recently went to Florida, last month, bro, I was only gone for, like, 3 days, but I told myself, like, I just wanna, get away from social media for a second, so I really just tried not to check Instagram or anything. Bro, it was at the same time as you actually, because you had just came back and posted a video, you had went somewhere, and you were like, you were only gone a couple days, and this is when you
Oh
had
yeah,
come
yeah,
back,
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, "Everybody's saying the market's crashing." It's like, "What the fuck did I miss in 3 days, dude?"
I forgot what I was doing, but yeah, it was literally 3 days, and everything was different. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what?
It moves so fast, bro. And
It
then
really does. Day to day, you don't notice, but you miss 3 days, and it's like everything's
yeah.
different.
Bro,
Everything's different.
one type of video you forgot to mention is the old diss raps. Are we gonna get any more of those?
I've officially retired from rapping. There's gonna be some people in the audience who think you're joking, but no, there's this random dude. He he wrote the most random rap song. I don't even know why. I guess he's a rapper. Allegedly, he's a rapper and a Pokemon card creator. and he didn't like I guess I'm scalping or something. He didn't like something I was doing. And so he wrote this rap song, and I'm like, oh, that's cute and clever. Like, I like interesting content. But in the rap song, he goes like straight Eminem, like Kim era, like 2002 Eminem with literal like he's gonna shoot me. Like, I think
That was
he had a
crazy.
skit where like knock knock knock, hi, I'm Brian at PokeNE, and then he has
That was
like
crazy.
clocks. And I was just like, how do I take this? So I absolutely bodied him in 2 songs, and I had a blast doing it.
Dude, you
And
did body it,
it,
bro.
I did, and I wouldn't be that like proud of it. I wrote the songs in the Freddy's parking lot here in Omaha. It was great. I had a nice Freddy's burger, those fries, and then just perfect rap. But when I found out the guy identifies as a rapper, like it
Yeah.
takes a lot to identify as a rapper. Like you better bring some chops if that's like your thing. I was just like, man, like really? Because I don't identify as a rapper,
And
and
you
you
put
just
them
got
out
absolutely just.
quick.
Oh yeah, I straight Kendrick Lamar that shit. I had 2 songs out before he had one. I was taking inspiration from the K. Dot Drake beef. I'm like, I'm a Pokemon card salesman. This guy, like, unironically calls himself a rapper, which is already cringe as hell unless you can actually bring it.
Yeah.
But as someone who listens to Eminem as much as I listen to Pokemon content, I'm like, all right, this will be fun.
Yeah.
I'm done though. That's it.
It was
Retired.
hilarious. I thought it was fun.
Your reaction to it made like my friends laugh more than the song itself. Like I sent it to them like I'm like, oh dude, like YouTubers are reacting to it. And they thought your response was so goddamn funny. And I'm like, what about my lyrics, bro? It was just like the way you reacted to it. I was just like that. I don't know. I loved the reaction video from you. Kira had a great reaction to it. And then she wrote a song. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't realize she wrote her song objectively is better than me and the other guys. Like it
I
was
thought hers
really
was
well
dope
done.
too.
The only complaint I have about it, I think where she messed up was she hid it in her video, and it should have been its own video because people don't have the attention span to wait 15 minutes. If she
Yeah.
would have dropped that song in its own independent video, I think it would have cooked.
Yeah, it would have went crazy.
It's not too late.
Bro, I was like the whole thing was so funny to me because my reaction was really pure when I put yours on. I had not
I can
listened to
tell.
it yet. I was like waiting to hear it. And I really didn't go into it thinking, I mean, I was like, holy shit, he's got lyrics. It caught me off guard. But I was like, damn, that shit's hilarious.
And that's and for everyone watching, I try to give people ideas on content to create. And the react content where you're actually reacting, that is so much better. Like if
Yes.
you've already watched the video and then you're reacting to it, okay, you might give some good insight. But I could tell that was the first time you listened to that.
Yeah.
It came off so well. And so if you're gonna be a react channel, like react to it in real time. It's way more entertaining.
Yeah. Appreciate
I
that,
loved
dude.
it.
Yeah, I wanted to because when you sent me the second link, I vividly remember where I was because I wanted to listen to it so bad. I had just laid down in my bed, and that's why I didn't react to that one because I was just
Mm.
tired as shit. But I was like, I want to hear this so bad right now. But I ended up waiting like 2 days because I kept trying to get around to record it. But
Mm-hmm.
no, that one
It
was
was worth
fire
it.
too. Yeah,
Thank
that one
you.
was
Thank you.
freaking fire too.
He actually wrote a third one, and I already told myself I already told him I retired, and it sucked anyway. So
Yeah, I didn't see the
it's just
third one.
nobody saw it. The only people that saw the first two are because of me.
Yeah, that's like that
But yeah,
freaking Eminem to MGK line, like gave you
yes,
a career or whatever.
exactly, exactly. There was a lot of inspiration from that. MGK is doing good, but he left the rap game, so I don't know.
Yeah, are you a big
I like his
Eminem
stuff.
fan? I hear you reference Eminem a lot.
I'm one of the biggest fans that you could ever imagine. I've seen him in concert 3 times. One of
Holy,
them was a private show with only like 5,000 other people, and that was very interesting. It was like a lottery thing through City credit card. It was a weird deal, but 3 times. The first time in Tennessee, we waited in line for 12 hours in the sun, and then we had to literally sprint to get in line for the line. And then we waited hours in that, and we were front row. We were the first. My cousin,
yo,
me, and Andrea were the first 3 people in the audience. It's
bro, that's
amazing.
so sick.
I love Eminem. I had more Eminem memorabilia than I had Pokemon stuff, signed, autographed, everything, all this cool shit. Sold it all, got like 10 grand, and then started a business that failed miserably, and now I regret everything. But Love Eminem. Love him.
Heck yeah. So you had a failed business before, just one or multiple?
Oh God, I have so many, like
Really?
countless. Oh yeah. I mean, I could list them off and tell you all about them if you wanted it. It's honestly wild how many times that I put all my money and time into something and it just completely shit the bed. But Pokemon worked out.
Yeah, what do you think made the difference with like this time?
I think riding the coattails of a $160 billion company is pretty helpful. You know, it's
Yeah.
like they're pretty motivated to continue doing well. So as long as I have a source for the product, probably going to do okay. Also, I think being married was helpful. I'm bipolar, and for the first 12 businesses, I was very much unmedicated. And so I went like balls to the wall for, however long a manic session when you're bipolar lasts, and then just crashed for weeks. Like you sleep for like 4 to 5 days straight. It's very similar to a meth addiction. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but it has the same effect as that. And that probably contributed to a lot of the businesses failing because I had some good ideas. I had some good things going, and they just get medicated, kids. Go see your psychologist. Go see a
So
therapist.
you have like medicine for that now?
Yeah, lamotrigine, that shit, that'll kick you right into gear, let me tell you. So I started PokeNE in 2020, and I wasn't on anything yet, and so I was like, if you watch my TikToks, I'd be up all night for. It's like a meth addiction where you can stay up for several days straight. Like I'd be up for 3 or 4 days, no sleep, didn't need to eat. You can see it on my TikToks. I'm skinny. I lost like 20 pounds, and that's what built the business. I mean, I don't recommend going complete starving yourself and not sleeping, but it's how I built my business so quickly. I was doing 12 to 15 TikToks a day, and I got pretty good. You get pretty good with that. And then when I crashed for like 4 to 5 to 6 days on the couch, you don't even move. Well, then Andrea, at this point, she's like, "Oh, this is actually making money. I should probably like keep this going for him." So she would take over the business for like a week, sometimes two. And then when I got better, so to speak, I was like, "Okay, thanks, babe. Look, I'm gonna keep it going." And we just flip flopped for months. And then my friend was like, "Hey, I saw this thing about people with bipolar. I think you have that." I was like, "No, that's not me." And then he read all the bullet points, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I do have that." And so then it worked
Yeah.
out. I got properly diagnosed, and that helped a lot. There's still times where she'd pop in over the years and kind of take over the business, but it worked out. It was good.
Yeah,
Go
bro.
see your side, kids.
It's cool to hear that like your own medicine and shit is doing a lot better now.
Oh yeah, it's been great.
What about the difference between I guess then also, but like you completely work for yourself now and stuff. And I know that a lot of people struggle with this, including myself when I first, started being able to do this alone. Very hard to stay on a regimen. Like, how did you stay on a regimen? Like you're active in the gym too as well, right? So like,
Yeah.
all right, how did you create this regimen? And how do you stick to it when you don't have like a boss telling you what to do?
I think that's probably the hardest part for most people. And I think this is, I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not helpful. Probably not helpful for most people. But when you want to build a business as big as I have, and I intend to grow it bigger, it doesn't even need to be a regimented thing. It's your obsession, and it's just like a natural thing. Like if you're a relatively healthy person, you don't need to like tell yourself, "Oh, I shouldn't eat this cheesecake this week." Like you're not attracted to the cheesecake. Obviously, you can have a slice or two once in a while, but if you're a super gym bro, you're not even thinking about it. The only people like thinking hard about getting a regimen going, like they're not obsessed enough to probably get it as big as it has the potential to get. And that's no offense to anybody, but I was like, what I had to mentally do was take myself away from the business. Like before I was properly medicated, I just did this literally all. I lived in the basement. I slept in the basement. The rare times I slept, it affected my marriage. I mean, Andrew was like, "Hey, like, are we even like, what's the point of this if you're never going to talk to me?" And so eventually, I had to like regiment myself to see. family, to go to places, to see friends, to go to the gym, to eat, to literally eat. I had to set alarms. And so as far as a business goes, I never really had to think about it. The only regimented thing I needed to really focus on recently was consistently posting on YouTube. And what helped me with that was something a lot of business people would consider quite unhealthy, but I obsessed over the analytics. I get on the YouTube analytics app, I refresh that sucker 3 to 5 times a day. It is unhealthy. And I think that's how a lot of business owners probably are. They're unhealthily obsessed with their business. And if you're not unhealthily obsessed with your business, like probably get a different job and you'll be a happier person.
Yeah.
It's I mean, there's weeks where I have to cut everyone out. A new release, for example, like when Mega Evolution, Phantasmal Flames, like when those sets come out, you have to be willing to accept, oh, I can't go to the gym this week. I can't go out with friends this week.
Yeah.
But again, it's like you look at the analytics, you see the sales, you see the numbers, the comments, and that's motivating to me. I'm a vanity metrics guy. You shouldn't be that, but I love my analytics, man.
Dude,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I'm 100% the same. Like I was always big on math in school. I just really enjoy numbers, data, and stuff.
Mm,
But bro, I think what you said about like the obsessive part is so true. And maybe this is wrong to say or bad to say because I don't want to like unmotivate anybody. But I don't think everybody has that trait to be
no,
obsessive. Like I think you
no,
gotta
they
know.
don't.
And
I 100% agree.
okay, yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it sounds unmotivating, but it's just like anything else. I mean, like some people are musical savants. They can hear pitch perfect. They can some people are super athletic. They can swish a ball and dribble underneath their legs and all it's like some people are attuned to business. It shouldn't be unmotivating to people. It shouldn't be a hot take to say that. Like everyone is going to naturally go towards something. I love your gym content. I wish you did more of it. Like the
yeah.
vlog, and you had like a motorcycle vlog thing at one point. I like your little vlog things that you do, and I think those are probably things that like you care about enough to not have to like be like, oh, I need to ride this or I need to go to the gym. Like
Exactly, bro.
it's just things you like to do. Some people they really like to watch TV.
Yeah.
As a business influencer, I'm supposed to shame them and go like, you lazy piece of. But like, if you're super attached to the Big Bang Theory, you can relate to me being super attached to my Wix analytics. It's all the same. You're just not going
Yeah.
to make money watching the Big Bang Theory, and that's fine.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
me and LeBron. If we talked, he's not going to tell me he thinks I can go to the NBA while I'm 4'4". So
Right. Like he's going to encourage you to mess around with a basketball, maybe, but just like that. Same
all
thing.
right. Speaking of hot takes, it's
Ooh, I got lots
probably
of
the
those.
biggest question right now. The current modern market. You think, like, just what do you think about it? Is it a long-term hold? Is it gonna pop? Is it gonna crash? Just a small correction? Like, what's your thoughts on all of it right now?
I changed my perspective a little bit recently when I thought about things better. I obviously get the stuff at distro price, at least the first wave of it. Distros charge, distros charge much closer to market on like re-ups, but on the initial wave, I'm paying like between 90 and $100 for a box. So for me, everything's going up. I'm like, oh well, yeah, obviously hold that. Obviously hold that. It's gonna double. But thinking about like the average investor who's watching Nostalgianomics every day, and thinking about these people who have definitely less money than me, less savings, jobs that pay less, and thinking about them spending like $260 for a box of Phantasmal Flames with this investment mindset, I myself would be terrified. I I
Yeah,
wouldn't invest in most things that are modern personally. I've got Paldea Evolved and I've got older sets. I've got a ton of Silver Tempest, Paldea, Obsidian, couple other ones. But again, those I paid a very small amount for. Would I, as an average person who makes 60 grand a year and has maybe a kid or two, like would I personally buy a case of Evolving Skies for what is it, like $15,000? I mean, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably not supposed to say that, but it does, like, it would terrify me. In business, I'm a risk taker. I will lay down six figures on a personal collection if I think I can make some money on it, maybe. But thinking back to my days in real estate where I was only making 50 grand a year, 50 grand a year, I don't know. I mean, it's the confidence people have is astounding to me. Like I was watching Eli and Alex, the Nomics live show, and there are all these people in the comments like, oh, you know, I'm doing buying a case of Phantasmal, I'm holding a case of prismatic ETBs. And I'm like, damn, dude, like that's like a good percentage of like your monthly paycheck. Like
Yeah.
you're really confident in this stuff. And then these people don't have a way to liquidate it like I do. Like I have a website, I can post anything and sell it in an hour. These guys have to get on TCG Player or eBay and they pay like 13% and they don't know what they're doing with shipping. Some of them don't even have packaging experience at all. And so like for the average person, I'm like, y'all got balls. I mean, you really do. Do I think it's going to go to zero? Absolutely not. Do I think Phantasmal Flames will stay north of 240 for probably the next who knows how long? Yes. Do I think that enough to buy a case of it if I was making 50 grand a year with a kid? Probably not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just being honest. I think investing in older sets, like I would be comfortable with anything's Scarlet or Sword Shield, and then anything before that, and then like up to Obsidian Flames maybe. But I don't know. What do you think? I mean, like again, you're a business too. You have connections and you make good money. It's like, would you be investing in this stuff if you just had like some 9 to 5 job at Wells
No.
Fargo?
No,
Okay.
bro. Like 100% though, one of the biggest reasons, aside from how the market is moving and stuff right now, is exactly what you said. Like, I think a lot of people get these sugar plums in their head of like, oh, I see all these guys on YouTube stacking up boxes in their background and stuff. But that is the major difference. It's like there's a funnel that they have to sell it quick, where a lot of these people, I mean, they're taking it to TCG shows, 6 months
Yeah.
later and selling it at 80% to these vendors.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And they're paying for the
bro,
plane ticket to get there.
yeah, dude, it's that part is crazy. Aside from that, just how the market's moving, yeah, I would be much, much, much more comfortable investing in like older stuff as well, especially because you got people out there that a lot of people are doing private sales with that stuff now. So there
Yeah.
is a much bigger, I wouldn't say a bigger audience, but people with probably deeper pockets that really want that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned the private sale thing. This is I'm gonna make a video on this. TCG Player is so synonymous with the market price. And me as a business, and I know there's other businesses, maybe you as well, if you sold enough sealed, you know deep down that TCG Player is not a real representation of anything. Like, for example, I'm gonna make numbers up here because I don't have them in front of me, but when Phantasmal Flames was selling in any set,
69.
you know,
Sorry.
yeah,
Go
well,
ahead.
I had to put my loading. Yeah, like say 69 boxes of Phantasmal Flames sold on a Tuesday. And people are like, oh, that's the market price. It's like on my store, I sold 100 that day. And I'm just like, and I'm not like a big store. Like there's way bigger stores than me. And I'm just like, well, if I sold 100, how many other people sold 1,000 that weren't on TCG Player? Like Mega Dream, the new Japanese high class set. I mean, if you look it up on TCG Player right now, I would guess that less than 500 boxes sold, probably. Just a hunch. And it's like we sold 300 boxes and then 5 cases, which is another 100 boxes. We sold that in the past 48 hours. And we're just PokeNE.com.
Yeah.
Like you look at Forge and Fire and Safari Zone and Sakura's Shop and all these other, and then all the Ripon shippers. And you're like, TCG Player ain't shit.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. And then the private sales, like you said, that don't even have a website, the big ballers, the people with real money,
Yeah.
all the people with Rudy money that don't have YouTube channels.
The whales.
The whales, it's so interesting. Like there's so much going on that people don't even know about. It's fascinating to me.
Do you think this was kind of rumored a few months back when Sword and Shield really took off? A lot of people were saying some of these whales over in the Middle East, Dubai, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that came through and bought up a ton of the Sword and Shield. Do you think that's true?
Oh, 100%. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
me too, bro.
Oh
But
yeah.
some people don't believe that. I'm like, yes, this really happens, dude. These people have fuck you money like crazy.
They do, and they want something new to invest in. I mean,
Yeah.
this might be wrong information, but I think isn't Logan Paul's Charizard from like someone in Dubai?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's God, what is that guy's name? Something Dubs or something.
Yeah, he went public with it. Like I knew it at one point, and so I mean, the fact that Logan Paul bought a Charizard from some dude in Dubai, and people think it's outlandish that some other Middle Eastern royalty bought, a couple hundred cases of whatever. It's like, yeah, probably. Like it's not all about America. Like other countries
Yeah.
do this shit,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah, I mean, in the Japanese market, don't even get me started. Like the gang ties with like 151, for example, all the drug money and other interesting, like the amount of money laundering that took place in Japan when 151 reprinted and they canceled all of our orders. It's astounding what is actually going on in the background that people just have no idea about. Very fast. And there'll be Netflix
Yeah, that's
documentaries on the
crazy.
151 thing. It was nuts.
Bro, that's insane. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Like every box of 151 in Japan, can't every single person in the US, their order got canceled by Japanese suppliers because an organization bought all of them. And all the suppliers were like, oh, easy money, sure. F you PokeNE, F you Sakura's card shop, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna sell to this guy. I mean, it,
Yeah.
it had to be millions, tens of millions of dollars gone overnight with 151. And then the market price went from it dropped down to like, 60, whatever it was, and it skyrocketed back up because someone bought them all.
Yeah.
The amount of Rudy Alpha investment money in the Middle East, in Japan, it's you'd be shocked. Like Rudy's the most he's like the richest investor on YouTube. But just like Elon Musk is the richest person on earth, there are whales way above these people. Like Middle Eastern royalty compared to Elon Musk ain't shit.
Yeah,
Same thing with
bro.
Rudy.
I
Like
saw
these people own countries.
have you heard of the Nelk channel? Nelk Boys?
I watch the Nut Boys like every week. I've
Oh, hell
fallen
yeah.
out of there, but I love their podcast. It's good stuff.
Yeah, but this was a long time ago, even when they weren't half as popular as they are today. They had I think they're called what, Sheiks over there?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
A sheik was a fan of their channel, brought Kyle out to their house. Bro, their garage alone probably had 1,000 vehicles, all like Ferraris, and these are like limited edition vehicles, and they
Hmm.
act like it's nothing. Like,
Yeah, it's just here you go.
and that's just one
It's
person.
that's one guy. Yeah, I mean you're a hundred
Wild.
percent right. Like these people, it's just so funny what the surface area that what the surface shows people and how people just accept that and they don't really look into things deeper. So
Yeah.
yeah, the Middle Eastern the big dogs, yeah, they have a shitload of these cards, and they don't have any motivation to sell them quickly, so they'll hold them for a while. And I don't think it's gonna have any bad effect on the market. But the fact that like that's this controversial hot take, I think it's nutty. It's like, of course,
What about random off topic here, but all right, let's say when you go into Phantasmal Flames and you get all your orders in, do you keep any of that product or do you move it all immediately?
I guess this goes with my with your question about like investing in the modern era. Like, what do I think of the modern? If you really want to know what I think of the modern, it's you look at my behavior with these sets. In the past, I would hold on to between 10 and 20 cases or more. Like with Journey Together, I held on to like 30 cases of that because I felt like I had good potential to grow. With Phantasmal, Mega Evolutions, and Destined Rivals, and Surging Sparks, I sold all of it. Like
Really?
my full allocation, I didn't. It's not that I don't believe in it long term, but I don't believe that within a year it's going to be that much better. Like you do need to keep liquid capital in this business. I keep a lot of liquid capital in case like opportunities come by. But yeah, so I mean, if you want my opinion on the modern market, that's my opinion. I used to hold a lot of stuff, and now I'm just like, eh. And that's why my Collectr app is so inflated, because with Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames and the Paradox Rift, of course, it's like I'm buying those from distro at $100. The market price on TCG Player is 105. If I have a couple $100,000 in cash, what's my motivation to sell at 105?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold on to it, and it all went up.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's Silver Tempest. Like I was paying 95 for that, and for a long time it was 115 market. So I held on to 30 cases of it because I'm like, if you don't need the money, why sell?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I sell it all now. Destined Rivals, I mean, I sold it at whatever it was, and it went up quite a bit. I mean, I think it hit like 400 something bucks. But that's an anomaly. Like
Yeah, that was
Phantasmal
crazy.
Flames ain't hitting $400. It's gonna stick around wherever it's at.
So you're not doing the same kind of stuff that Joey is.
No. Joey with his Destined Rivals. Oh my god, he is the ultimate troll. I honestly don't know what to believe what that guy
Dude,
says.
I'm the same, bro. When I watch his stuff, I cannot tell what is real and what is purely just rage bait.
Yeah, you can't tell. And you know, if I think the answer is it's all of the above, because if it makes sense for him to be like, oh, that was my Slim Shady side coming out, I was lying. It's like, oh, okay, well, haha. And then other times it's like, oh no, that was me being genuine. And I'm like, okay. Like
Yeah.
he gaslights his whole audience, and I don't mean to say that in a negative way. His content annoyed the shit out of me for the longest time, and then I realized I'm like, this guy's just a giant troll. And then I cared a lot less. I subscribe to him. I enjoy his content. I think if you watch him for investment advice, you're a moron. And if you claim to be like an investor channel, he's a scammer. But he doesn't claim to be that. He's kind of like, I think when he annoyed me, he didn't fully cement himself in a concrete position. And now I think he's fully adopted just gaslighting troll as his brand.
Yeah.
And at this point, I enjoy his content quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was an investor and I was a fan of his, I'd be a hot mess right now. I
All
have no
right.
idea.
Time for the spicy questions then.
All right, let's go.
Do you think there's any creator right now? You don't have to say a name, but do you think there's any creator right now that is like just genuinely a bad influence or bad for the hobby?
Yeah, Rattle. I don't like him. You're never gonna hear me be coy here. Like I'm gonna be, or what's the definition of you're never gonna hear me not be like brazen. Here's why. He's done a lot of great things, and all you and Sandy and all these other people, you've said it a million times. Like I hear the term net positive a lot with him and with other people. And if we're measuring net positivity in the world, take out Pokemon, it's just to me, it's not a smart way to it's just not a smart way to measure things, because everyone, even the worst people in the world, have done good things that to this day we've net positived. I mean, this is obviously an extreme example, but you go back to like Nazi Germany, probably the worst atrocity in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Like top two. A lot of medicine and science and research came from the horrible things that happened. Is that a net positive? And if it is, should we be proud of that history? Absolutely not. Again, obviously extreme case, but when you dial it down and you get back to the nitty gritty of Pokemon, it's like, yeah, okay, Rattle's exposed a lot of scammers. Awesome. Let's remember his motivation for that: ad revenue and attention. So it wasn't completely selfless. And, you know, there are like 3 cases just in the past year where he's ruined people's reputation, all for his own clout and game. You've got the TCG Radio, which this is like a store owner / content creator who, you know, allegedly, according to Rattle, stole all these like store promos. You'd have to look into the lore, but He absolutely destroyed this guy's reputation, found out that he was in fact wrong. Everyone proved him wrong, and there was never an apology. He doubled down on it, cussed PTCG Radio out for being like an emotional crybaby, and then a cry wiener baby, whatever his weird little sayings are, and moved on. And then you get the guy who stole, big air quotes, stole the Moltres UPC boxes because they were GameStop exclusives. And Rattle and a lot of other people, they have this weird misconception that Pokemon is a US brand and only people in the great United States of America. You can't buy Pokemon unless there's an eagle with a flag flying behind you. It's like Pokemon's Japanese, first of all. And secondly, there's like 26 languages this is printed in. So even though it's a GameStop exclusive in the good old US of A, every other country already had it. Mexico had it. Canada, I think, had it. Shitloads of European countries already had it. This guy imported it from either Europe or Mexico, just like I do with Japanese product, and he was selling it on the store. And Rattle makes a video titled, "This dude stole Moltres UPC, selling stolen goods," absolutely obliterated this guy's reputation, and then realized he was wrong because people called him out. Never changed the title, never changed anything. His solution was to pin a comment in that video and go, "Oh, hey, by the way, this wasn't necessarily," whatever he pinned. And that was it. And I'm like, why don't you change the title of your video? He doesn't want to because he wants that sweet ad revenue. And then there's the guy that literally SA'd or claimed he was.
That was crazy.
It doesn't matter if it's true or not. He claimed he was SA'd. And Rattle's like, "Oh no, you lied, 12 years ago in a Pokemon contest, and therefore you're lying now."
That was wild.
And there's all these people. Yeah, it was wild. And there's all these people who are like, well, in Rattle's defense, if you just accuse someone of SA, you need to have proof. And I'm like, I don't think what's his name? The Wolfie. Wolf Click. I don't think Wolfie accused anyone of it. Wolfie didn't say, "Oh, this guy did this." He just said this happened. Yeah. And the worst part about that thing, besides it being just horrible in general, was Rattle goes, "Oh, well, without proof, we can't believe that you were SA'd." But then the week after that, without proof, he's calling this dude a thief with the Moltres UPC. It's like, so what? You need proof that this dude was assaulted, but you don't need proof when you're making these allegations that are destroying his store's reputation. The only thing Rattle has going for him is he's Canadian, and it's way too much work to sue him. If he was American, he would be sued to the ground, and I would be using my loads of cash and my connections to help these people. I'd give $100,000 literally right now to PCT3 Radio and the guy that stole the Moltres UPCs and say, "Hey, let's go in on this."
Yeah.
I can't stand him. He is the worst thing in this hobby, and there is no one worse than that.
When did this sentiment start? Like, I know as of recently, there's been I don't know why he's so mad about the whole OnlyFans situation. That seems so weird to me.
It's the only thing you grasp at. that was off, and I'm like, bro, that wasn't. It was just a one-off comment. Yeah, like it was just like a one-off. Like I shouldn't have even said that because the rest of my video was 100% facts, and he just didn't have the balls to address any of it else because he knew he was wrong.
Yeah, are you not responding? Because I saw your Instagram post and you were like, "This is." Accept this as my response, but what if he keeps going at you? You don't want to respond anymore?
I don't care. He's a waste of my time. When I say I'm done with something, I'm done with it. I watched his video. One of the comments was like, "PokeNE's gonna stop his lack of responding because he just needs the attention." I'm like, no. Like he's just another fly. He's just a Canadian fly on my shoulder that I flicked off 3 weeks ago. His little response video to me was like 2 weeks after the whole thing. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
like, why am I in this thumbnail? There was a slow news day or something. Like the man is chasing 60,000 subs so hard that he's just gonna start accusing my neighbor, Paula, of stealing the Charizard UPC. The man he's a desperate, cooped out goofball. I can't. I honestly, there's no one else in the hobby I have a real problem with. Like, I don't think. I mean, there's people I don't watch their content, but so many people bring such a unique perspective to things, and even if it's a negative, unique perspective, it's entertaining, and I genuinely love almost all of it.
Yeah.
There are some people who are just bad people, and I think he's one of them.
Yeah, I think you can tell through at least most people's content now. You can tell if they're being a genuine person or like Joey playing a character. Not saying he's a bad person, but I'm just saying there are people that get behind the camera and just play a character. Um,
Yeah, 100%. Like,
and
that's
like
a great
nothing wrong
example.
with that, but I think it's getting easier to tell, at least with the way YouTube is going now. It feels like we're getting a lot more raw with YouTube.
Mhm. I
Um,
100% agree.
which is interesting because it's like the beastification of YouTube. It's almost like we're wrapping around to when YouTube first started.
Yes, we are back to 2008 YouTube.
And
I
I like
love
it.
it.
Yeah, because for the longest time, everybody always said quality over quantity. Um, yeah, you need quality, but I think we've reached a point where these platforms just want to reward people to stay on the. What's your take on that? Like quantity versus quality. What do you think is more important with social media right now?
Well, the funny thing about that statement is the word quality's changed, and it's changed to what you said. It's raw. Like people, I agree. Quantity over quality is, I agree. Like, post more and be with these people, because it's not even content that really drives success on YouTube. It's basically creating a parasocial relationship. People want to see you every single day. If they like you, they want you on their feed.
Yeah,
But quality, I think in the past meant like 4K cameras, perfect lighting, perfect spicy microphone, blah, 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 blah. And to me, that's not true anymore. To me, quality is just like you said, it's how authentic are you?
yeah,
So if you define quality as authenticity, quality and quantity, I mean, they're even Steven. If you get on camera and you're authentic, that's quality. And so I think that the definition's changed. Now, if you're a Mr. Beast level, you're that level of content, probably quality in both the old and the new definition matter more, because people don't. A lot of people don't even like Jimmy. They don't really like him as a person. They really like his content. Like, he gets a lot of hate as a person. People like me and you, we might not make the most like epic content in the world, but they like us as people.
yeah,
And even if we're talking about, me having a baby, which is completely irrelevant to Pokemon, I know why you asked that, and it's because we're building a personal brand, and
yeah,
people want to hear it. Me,
yeah,
you, and everyone else. So my focus would not be on content at all. It would be creating a parasocial relationship with people. And to do that, you need to be there every single day. So
yeah.
the long answer to your question would be quantity matters more.
Yeah, I think so 100. I mean, DPM has the freaking book Super Fans, which literally teaches you how to do that. Like,
Yeah.
there's
That's
definitely something here.
DPM just he turned parasocial relationship farming into a more professional term. But
Yeah,
yeah, you're right. That's I mean, he wrote the book on it.
exactly. Okay, what do you think is the most overrated card in the hobby right now? Like modern.
The most overrated. That's a good question. I I guess like the Moonbryon or the one from Prismatic. Like,
Yeah,
everyone just kind of jumps on the bandwagon of Umbreon. Like,
yeah.
okay, you know what? No, I take that back. It's the freaking Poncho Pikachu. So that's what it is. All the poncho is
Crazy now, dude.
the only people buying those from
1,000+.
vendors are other vendors who want to sell them to other vendors. Like,
Yeah.
they just trade. I mean, if you tracked a single Poncho Pikachu, like, it was probably touched by goaded polls twice, and then three other vendors. Like, I just don't get it. I would say any of the ponchos be like the most
Yeah.
overhyped, especially the sequential ones. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, I know, it's wild. Goated also
What
touched me twice.
passed you along around the collector con? Hey, that's an honor, man. Get milked, as they say. You might as well. You can't get milked if you're not getting touched.
Yeah.
Arvin, I see you. You can get me next. See, I vended with them for like 15 minutes. It was a pretty big honor.
Oh, did you actually? Is that
Yeah,
video
for
out
like
there? I don't know if I've seen that
yeah,
one.
it's in one of his vlogs. I just was walking by his booth. He's like, "Oh, come vend with me." I stood back there. I flipped some coins. I milked some people, and I got him milked, and then he fired me. My career with goated polls lasted about 15 minutes.
That's
But yeah, he's hilarious. He's another one like Joey. It's like he plays a character that
yeah,
some people would find very unappealing, but
yeah,
it's very much him, and I love him for it.
yeah.
Um,
I like goated a lot.
yeah, what's your vote for overrated hard, overhyped hard?
I mean, Ponchos is a good one.
Yeah.
So is the Umbreon. If we're going modern right now, it's like I'd probably say the Mew from Paldean.
Okay, the bubble me, is that
Yeah, I
what
mean,
everyone calls
I
it?
like it. It's just like I don't, or the freaking Toad. I mean, I haven't kept up with the Toad, but the thing with
Oh
the
god.
they were reaching for
Mhm.
the 666 or whatever on it.
The
That was
Seismitoad,
stupid. Yeah,
that was stupid. It just yeah, I guess any of those like meme cards. Like I had the Barboach to the Moon campaign.
that
Which
was
basically
cool, dude. That
it just
was
made
so
fun of all those
sick.
people. Like that was the motivation. Like I think once Seismitoad became a thing, I was like, okay, it's time for a real card to get boosted. And it was just a silly, like the silliness.
The song
So
slapped
though
too.
I appreciate it. I love that
Barboach
song.
to the moon.
You know, I made $12 on Spotify from that song.
Yo, heck yeah, bro.
Absolutely insane. I am officially a professional musician. I have made enough money to buy like something at like Chipotle. I could buy like a burrito,
That's freaking sick.
something.
What if all of this ended for you tomorrow? Like obviously it's not going to. You've built an awesome brand, like very
Cross some
successful.
fingers.
Freaking congrats. But like let's just say hypothetically all of this is gone tomorrow. What would you do next?
I've actually prepared for this. Now that we're in a bull market, I sold a lot of stuff that I had planned on keeping for later. I was one of those paper hands investors. And while I know a lot of that stuff that I sold would have and will go up most likely, I'm prepared for everything to end very prematurely. And so I sold a ton of stuff, paid off the car, paid off the house,
It's
got a
awesome.
bunch of money in retirement accounts. Like me and Andrea have always called it the Taco Bell budget, where if one of us lost our jobs, we could work at Taco Bell and still pay our mortgage.
Yeah.
And so I basically was like, I need to get myself set up for that. So I've been grinding. And so if this all ended tomorrow, like we have no mortgage, no car payment, we have no credit card debt, we have no student loans, it's all covered. So I could really just do whatever I want, which is really
Yeah.
nice. I would need to do something creative for sure. Like I'd probably just become a YouTuber in some other niche or stick in the Pokemon niche. I mean, if it made sense, but I certainly couldn't get a job. I'm unhireable. I have a horrible work ethic unless I want to do something,
Yeah.
and it just would never work. I was a realtor before this, but I could never sling real estate. It would need to be a creative position. Like I'd probably just I don't know. I'd just vlog I'd find some way to make YouTube a success.
Yeah.
Ideally,
Bro,
yeah.
that's like very I was the same, right? When I graduated college, I went and got a tech job in Atlanta and I came home the first 5 days and I was like, This is life now? Like this is what I'm just supposed to do for the rest of my life?" I was like, "I'm so unhappy. I don't wanna work for somebody else and do this." So
Mm-mm.
yeah, I feel like everyone watching, if you do want to do like this YouTube or start a business, for one, obviously watch his channel. He'll give you a lot of tips. But
Thank you. I try.
grind, bro. Just grind. Everybody that starts this always says the same thing. I don't know if it was the same for you, but did it start as like a side hustle, just like a hobby?
Yeah, yeah, I did. It was just an extra way to make money that I
Yeah.
realized paid more than my real job. So yeah,
And I feel
well,
like that's anything. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon. Like just if you love something, do that and start making some money from it and it'll go off every time.
yeah, I agree. If you're really into it, you'll make it work. What about you? If Pokemon takes a shit, what do you do?
Find a sugar mama.
All right,
Nah,
not a bad strategy.
I'm actually working on a new for me, it's just I always want to be doing YouTube.
Hmm.
Pokemon originally was never my dream to do YouTube. It just kind of ended up working out. But I also wanted to do a vlog channel first. but I just started like a commentary channel based on more real life stuff. Like I'll talk about Aiden Ross or 6ix9ine or shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I've watched that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I saw your
Yeah,
comment. Thank you,
yeah.
bro. So like right now
It's
I'm trying to
I really
build
like it.
that. Yeah, thanks, man. It's doing like the same view. Bro, I've been working on this channel for 4 years now. I just cannot get long form into that algorithm. That channel
Mm.
is doing the same, if not better numbers than this one. In like 2 weeks, I've been posting again.
They're really good. It's funny. I listen to YouTube more than I watch it, and you'd think I would have recognized your voice. I think subconsciously I must have, but you came up organically when
Oh
I was
shit.
like watching some drama, whatever, and then you came up on like Bobby Altov or something,
Yeah.
and I was listening to it, and then I'm like, hold on, I know that. Oh shit, that's Bert. And it was just funny. I think the most interesting thing about seeing you in a different like genre of content is even like the meta is different. Like your thumbnails with
Yeah.
like the face of the person and like that red font.
Yeah.
It's like what without even if that title wasn't gibberish and the font on the thumbnail wasn't gibberish, you would know what that content would be about just based on the colors and like
Yeah.
the ratios. And it's kind of fascinating me seeing like someone in the Pokemon world do both because you see a direct like the dichotomy of it. You see like, oh wow, this guy knows how to make a Pokemon thumbnail and how to do this. Like, what is
Yeah.
that a conscious decision? Like, are you aware of that, or was just that just subconscious?
100%, bro. Like Rev actually helped me out with that a lot and like
Mm,
teaching me about thumbnail. But like I really nerd out about this shit. Like I'm sure you're the same way because you said you were super analytical. Bro, I have probably spent weeks and weeks of my life watching YouTube on like what thumbnail works, what makes this clickable, why do people stay for the
mhm.
first 5 seconds, the auto roll when you're freaking scrolling, like all this stuff. So yeah, very much I
I love it.
try to think about
I
this
I
stuff.
can tell. I mean, you're really crushing it just in that, and it's funny too. I mean, you could probably appreciate like you see the ebbs and flows of trends in something as specific as a thumbnail. Like it
Yeah.
seemed like just a few months ago there was that trend of like having you and then like words behind you and then the
Yeah.
background behind the word. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like Pokemon going behind me. Like people were like, "Oh, remove background, overlay, place
Yeah.
behind," and like everyone was doing that. And then recently there's been this thing of like perfect horizontal cut down the middle, thing over here, thing over here. It's almost kind of like old school. Like
Yeah.
it seems like every 6 months there's some new trendy thumbnail style.
Yeah.
Um, it's just fascinating, like to look at. So yeah, I love that you're crushing it on a different genre so quickly. You're like pulling
Thanks.
Akira in a
Yeah.
different genre. It's very
Well,
interesting.
not like you or Kira yet, but we're trying to get there. I enjoy it,
Well,
so
I,
that's
I
what
mean,
matters.
I've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm still growing, but like her, like she started like a year ago.
Yeah,
Joey too.
that's
He started like a year ago, basically, and it's like,
crazy.
damn, it's
Yeah.
wild.
Kira is pretty wild to see. All right. What is something about you that you want people to know that people don't know? Also, I might have to switch the camera battery in a second. Don't make fun of me. I don't have a dummy camera battery.
Oh, dude, I don't believe in dummy camera batteries. I think I've heard too many things about them frying motherboards.
Oh, really?
Seriously, like completely bricking cameras. I
That's
was gonna get one for
crazy.
my 6700, and I'm like, no. Ask ChatGPT about that.
Yeah.
Um, but what's someone? I'm nicer in real life. I'm truly. Truly, that's not gonna funny. Like that's not gonna be trying to be silly. This actually just came up. Like when was this? This was during PSL season. So this was before Halloween. Pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks. This in Omaha. So I'm going through a Starbucks line, and this girl is I can just tell she's a nerd, and she's like, oh, like what are you doing today? And I'm like, oh, I'm on my way to work, and she's like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, we sell Pokemon cards, and she just lit up like she's a Pokemon fangirl.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm like, are you a fan of Pokemon? She's like, yeah, I love it. Blah, blah, blah. And I happen to have some cards in my car. And I'm like, oh, well, hey, we sell these. I'm like, here, you can have these for free. And she lit up and made her whole freaking day. And then she's like, do you have a YouTube channel? I said, yeah. I'm like, here's my channel name. And I'm like, I'm a lot nicer in person. You have proof of that right now. Keep that in mind when you watch. And
Yeah.
that literal day, I uploaded the rattle video. It just happened to be so you could find the date. You could find like the day of the week. And so I had a gift card to Starbucks. I only go to Starbucks when I have gift cards. So I came back the next day to use my gift card again, and she happened to be at the window. And I roll up, and she's like, "You are nicer in person."
Oh, don't kill me, bro. Can you give me like 15 seconds?
Yeah. And so ever since that moment at Starbucks, I was like, I need to like be more cognizant about telling people this. It's a character, kind of. It's you got to play it up for the camera a little bit.
What do you go for, bro? More like cocky?
Yeah, I think so. I for a while I tried to go like kind of just like like business entrepreneur type. I think now I like for the first time starting earlier this year, I've just completely stopped giving a shit. Like I don't even care anymore, and it's really done well for me. I just if I want to call someone out, I'm not going to be like, oh well, some YouTuber like you probably had 20 people on your channel that's like very ambiguous with their language because they don't want to. I
Yeah.
just don't care. Like
Yeah.
I'll talk about anything. I'll say if you ask me how much money I make, I'll tell you. Like there's nothing off the table, and it's been the greatest character I've ever played. Just playing myself as
Yes.
someone that doesn't give a shit.
That is cool. I will say the same
Yeah.
too, bro. Like when I met you in person for the first time, I was like, "Oh, this guy is
Hmm.
super nice."
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I thought the same thing about you.
Same with you and freaking Ryan. Ryan is like he hates when people think he's a nice person for some reason, but
I've never met Ryan. He hated my guts for a while because of some cringe content I made in the past. Just some cringe shit I did. I was very. He seems to hate the lack of authenticity more than anything in the world. Like
yes.
he hates a lack of authenticity as much as I went on a rant about Rattle earlier today. And so I was very inauthentic at one time, and I also simultaneously cared too much about what people thought. And
Yeah.
he seems to really hate that concept too.
Yeah.
And we were on a live stream, me, him, Rob Burns, and then
Mm.
another guy, or another couple people maybe.
I was watching that.
And yeah, it was a really iconic live stream. And he got talking to me one on one, and he's like, "Never apologize." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Never say sorry." He's like, "Just stop giving a shit."
Yeah.
And it really did, like, kind of. Maybe that's when I really stopped caring. I was like, this is actually like really good advice.
Yeah.
As far as I know, we're cool. I don't know. I mean, I think he'd be I think he'd be very like offended if I had a real opinion on if we're cool. But he seems to be probably a really authentic person in real life, and so I'm like, you know what? He's
Yeah.
right about this. I don't know, but yeah, I do trend nicer in person.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a normal person.
dude, when I'm sure they like you because when I asked Rev, I think I asked him his top 3 favorite channels to watch right now. Like he named you first,
Yeah,
and I was
Rev
like,
is a
"That's
fan of the
cool.
channel.
That's cool."
It made my entire freaking day. Like
Yeah, that was sick.
he hit me up, or I hit somehow we got to talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I love your channel." I'm like, "No shit." Uh, Rudy as well. He's a big fan of the channel. They watch every episode. Him and his squad.
That's
I had
sick.
no idea. I was like, "Man, this is crazy." So very humbling. I did appreciate it quite a bit. So that's good to hear that you're hearing the same thing in the
Yeah.
background. That's nice. It's encouraging.
All right, last one, bro. I feel like I could talk to you forever, but I know I have kept you long
I got
already.
time. You ask all you. I mean, we can chat for. No, seriously. Like I've had 3 hour live stream. I don't care. I've got nothing to do.
Freaking goaded.
But you're. Let me say real quick before your last thing. You're one of my favorite people to collab with. Truly. I don't even know why. I don't know what you do that's different, but like you seem like you're just more chill to talk to. And I don't know. Some people use vibe with, which is probably why we got along in Atlanta. Was it Atlanta?
Yeah.
I think it was Atlanta Collecticon. There are some people I can just talk to for hours, and then some people where it's like it takes a lot of like emotional battery energy. And you're one of the people that does not drain my emotional battery. So
Thank
thank
you,
you for
dude.
that. Yeah,
No, that
you and
means a
like
ton.
yeah, and it's just being authentic. Like you and Nomix, like when we end a live stream, which are very long, like we'll talk for another 2 hours with the camera turned off, and that's when we get to the good stuff, the stuff that we're not allowed to say in person.
Exactly, bro.
Me, him. There's a couple other people that like I've just really enjoyed. Rob Burns, back when he made content, we had like a 2-hour live stream, and then we shut the camera off, and me and him talked for like 2.5 hours about just life. So yeah, if we want to extend this video and you want to put a 2-hour video up for VERTMAS, I ain't got nothing going on. I built my Nike dumbbells. I said goodnight to my doggos. Like, I'm set.
Yeah, dude, we did the same thing. The last time we did this pod, we stayed on after for like, I'd say like at least 45 minutes to an hour, and you were
At least,
you were spitting game to me about like just a lot of stuff. But one thing, once again, that you helped me with a lot is like I got my first sponsor after that.
No way. Who?
Collectr.
How? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how did I help with that? Was I useful for that kind of information?
Well, it's just like I guess I really didn't think of, you know, I don't get a ton of long form views, so I was like not reaching out to people and stuff. But yeah, it's just crazy to think that. Yeah, so thank you for the information.
Yeah, for sure. I think we probably covered Nexus tax.
Yes, bro.
I went off on the Nexus. If you guys want the sauce on Nexus thresholds and sales and use tax, I'm your guy.
You need to know about this, because when I had been doing business for what, 2+ years, and never heard about this. And when I met you at Atlanta Collecticon, that's when you told me, and it will actually blow your mind. If you have any type of business, you need to know about that.
It'll blow your mind and make you shit your pants all at once.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was getting a little bit nervous there first.
I bet you were. You do a lot of sales. Your mystery packs, they seem pretty damn successful. So I'm glad we had that talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think this is something that is also needed. Maybe it's not. Give me your take on it. But I remember the last time we talked, I asked you if you had like any vices, like smoking, drinking, anything, and I'm pretty sure you said no, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's freaking awesome, first of all. But do you think that's also something that's needed to stay so locked in? Like, if somebody wants to start a business, would you tell them like, hey, you need to just be sober and just locked into this one thing? Or I guess not have vices at least?
That's a really good question, because it's one of those things. I don't think vices. I mean, if you're doing black tar heroin, you're gonna have trouble building a multi-million-dollar business. So it depends on the vice. It's like, I don't think vices necessarily stop you from being successful. There's a lot of very successful alcoholics, drug addicts, people that have untreated bipolar disorder. There's successful people with vices. Look at every musician ever. I mean, Juice WRLD, Lil, whatever is it, XXX, all of them. Like Mac Miller, they all had vices. They were extremely successful. The vices did kill them in the end, but like they were crushing their game. What I think though, it's like, it's more of your vice should be your business. And that to me is like the only way that you're going to make, $1 million. You can build a business and make a couple $100,000 and at least pay your mortgage. Like, I think a lot of people could do that if they try hard enough. But if like, I'm looking at making like 10 mil in the next like 5 to 10 years. And it's like, if like that would be my vice, like working too hard. Like I said, actually having to consciously hang out with family and friends and eat and go to the gym. Like, my vice is my business. Like, now I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm medicated. But for the first like 4 years, like that was my vice, was just working too hard, which sounds so cliche. I'm not even saying that in like a humble brag way. I'm like, I was flawed. Like, it almost cost me my marriage flawed. This is not like a humble brag. So yeah, I mean, if you want to make big money and do big things, I mean, you look at any like Elon Musk. Like, first of all, he went off the deep end. I'm not an Elon Musk fan these days, but his vice was his businesses. Like, he slept there. his relationships, love life is clearly flawed. His kids all hate him. Like
Yeah.
his vice is his business, and it's what built him to what he is today. And I mean, I think I could have hit his level of not wealth, but his level of everyone in my life hates me,
Yeah.
and I'd have a bigger business for it.
Yeah.
But as far as, I mean, if you smoke or you drink, you know, you get high or lit once in a while. I mean, I don't think it means you're not going to be able to build a business, but I think everyone can or should only have maybe 1 to 2 vices. And if obsessing over your business isn't one of those 1 or 2 vices, you either need to make it one, or you need to just go, you know what, this might not be for me. I'm going to continue working at, Wells Fargo, whatever. And that's
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, if you're thinking about your Jewel pen or your Hennessy, and you're thinking about that more than your business,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Like, you need to do the business needs to be your number one. And if it's not, then it's just not meant for you.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
fine.
spitting game over here. I hope whoever's watching better be getting hyped up to get after some shit. Lock in.
2026 is your year.
Lock
This is your sign.
in.
That's right, babe. That's my favorite, like, new thing people say, lock in. Like, sometimes, like, the modern phrases are cringe, but I love lock in. It's so visceral. Big fan.
How about 6'7"? Thoughts on 6'7"?
I'm supposed to hate 6'7" because my wife's a 6th grade teacher. Yeah, okay, so my wife's a 6th grade teacher. My mom's a preschool teacher. My 2 best friends are high school and elementary teachers. My cousin is a elementary school principal, and I see all these people all the time. And so you can imagine all these people hate 6'7" with an undeniable passion. So I do it in front of them often. So I'm a big 6'7" fan because it drives them crazy.
That's freaking hilarious.
But yeah, so it's an ironic of it, but lock in, it's so like people need it. I made like an hour-long business video, which could be summed up as lock in and get your shit together. And it got like more positive comments and subscribers than any other video I've made, and it only has like 4,000 views. It's really like punchy one, so I'm gonna do a lot more of that, I think.
That video, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the one that you're like, these are the steps you need to build a business or to start a business.
Yeah, it was. I posted it like within the last 48 hours or so. It was like an hour, 12 minutes long, and I mean, I went off I was like a Rudy level untangent, just everywhere kind of video. But I do mention some steps somewhere in there, and the TLDR of it was, like quite literally lock in, make content, stop using excuses like I don't have a distributor, blah blah blah. I didn't have a distributor either for like a year and a half. I sold $1 million of Japanese products when the margins were good, and I never had an English distributor. Then year 1.5 kicks in, I finally get one, but you can sell $1.5 million of Japanese shit before you even think about a distributor. So that was kind of the whole point of the video, was lock in and be prepared for 2026, because it's going to be a really interesting year for people that want to start a business.
Why do you think so?
Because we're in a unique position of this will be a year that we're starting in like a true bull market where everyone's expecting $200 booster boxes out the gate. When Prismatic came out and then the sets after that, it was still kind of like, are we really going to spend $200 out the gate? This is controversial. GameStop selling stuff at, damn near market price. Distros are selling stuff at damn near market price. Danny Phantom, I think, is the only person out there selling anything at MSRP, and I don't know anything about it, but like, for all we know, that could change in 2026. The point is, 2026 is the first year that we're in this absolutely absurd time. And it's also the first year that the YouTube algorithm will probably cook for Pokemon and creators all year round. Like, the views are going to be staggering. You've got, again, Joey and Kira and a bunch of PokeChuck. There's a bunch of them that are just started. DJ's Poke Center, he's like me from 4 years ago. Like, there's all these new creators and they're popping off. And I think 2026 will be a year that the algorithm's going to keep feeding them, because Nostalgianomics, he mentioned like Gary Vaynerchuk and mainstream media talking about Pokemon as like a mainstream business asset, or at least trading cards. And YouTube, Google, they hear that. They know about that. They know, oh, now there's money in this. Everyone's CPM and RPM are going to go up because
Oh,
now
hell yeah. We need that.
we need that. My RPM on the video 2 days ago was $12 on a Pokemon video. That's that's $12 per 1,000 views. And
God damn it. What am I doing
that
wrong,
kind of
bro?
money, number one, it's length, and number two, you need to tie like money terms into it. It can't just be literally Pokemon. Like if you use the word investing enough, Google is going to interpret that as, oh, this is an investment video. Investment equals better advertisers equal more money. So if you can tie those together, great. Also make long ass videos, like an hour long is awesome. But there's so much, Nomics always talks about all this, he uses some word, all this big corporate money coming into the TCG world. And that's true. But what's also true is all this big corporate advertiser money going into TCG content. You're going to see people like Rev and Ryan and Lee and the big dogs. Their RPM is going to go to the moon within the next year, because what they're talking about and what they're doing, it's only becoming more relevant. It is tickling the YouTube algorithm by the balls, and everyone is going to grow. And so if you jump on it now, you're going to have the fastest growth ever. You've seen these people grow. They're growing way faster than you did. They're growing way faster than I did. And they just started, and they're not even at their prime. Like, they still suck at making content compared to where they'll be in 2 or 3 years. And it's just like, it's such a good year to make content. And then we're in a bull market, obviously. And I think we're going to continue through that through 2026. But here's the thing. This was my whole video. They're going to get so relevant and get such a big fan base and develop such strong parasocial relationships with their audience all through the bull market. And, the bull market's going to be 3 years old by then. So bear market's, in my opinion, inevitable. So say 2027, 2028, a bear market starts. Well, guess what? These people all have a shitload of an audience. They haven't sold them anything. They've only jabbed. There's been no right hooks. Jab, 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 left hook or right hook, as Gary Vaynerchuk says. So now, 2028, the distros who can't sell product to people like me anymore, because the loser vendors, the people that aren't PokeNE, they're all done. Pokemon's dead. Now it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Now it's MetaZoo, whatever. And so the distros are going to come knocking at, Poke Dan's door and be like, yo, Poke Dan, I've seen you've developed a huge audience in the past 2 years, starting in 2026. We can't sell any of our shit. Do you want to work together? And Poke Dan's going to go, yeah, sure. What do you got? Well, we got the new Dragon Centurion set. No one gives a shit about it. You can buy it at $85 a box. Dan's going to say, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Dan's going to take their shit and flip it for break even, and he's going to do that for a year through 2029. Then he's going to do it through 2030. Break even, work his 9-to-5 job, just keep on giving the distro money while making content and keeping the parasocial relationship alive. Then in 2031, we're going to hit a bull market, and Dan is going to get whatever the hell he wants, and he's going to be able to sell it for whatever price he wants, and Dan's going to make $1 million in 1 year.
God dang,
2026. It all starts with this year. Literally, it all starts with this year.
Bro, hearing the way that you've already thought about this is so crazy.
It's all cyclical, man. Like, I might be a couple years off here and there, but that's what's going to happen. And people that are like, distros don't call YouTubers. Yeah, they do. One of my distros found me on YouTube. He's a huge fan of the channel. He called me. He's also friends with Rudy, just by coincidence. Nostalgianomics, he got called by a distributor because of the YouTube channel. Colin, the Poke Office, he got called by a distributor because of the YouTube channel. Distros call YouTubers, even if they're online only. Me, Nomics, Colin, we're all online only stores.
Yeah, that's freaking sick, dude.
That's what's going to happen. And it will be very easy. Like, we're at a point now where every release we make $100,000. There are 5 or 6 or 7 releases per year, 600 or 700 grand a year. And that's just English. That will happen to Poke Dan in 2031. And there's going to be people like, oh, 2031 is really far from now. It's like, if I told you could make $700,000 a year if you wait 5 or 6 years, would you take it? I would.
Yeah, sign me
I would take that. Yeah. 5 years, it ain't nothing. When you're 30 years old, 5 years goes by like that.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I mean, the TLDR 2026 is going to be the biggest year for anyone that wants to start a Pokemon card business. They just don't know it yet.
Where do you see yourself and where do you want to be in 5 years?
Ideally, I mean, not outrageously bigger. Like, I would like to be doing like 10 to 15 million a year in sales, just depending on the bull or the bear market. I'd like to maybe have like two or three full-time employees, but only if I really trust them.
Yeah.
Uh, if Andrea stops teaching, she can be one of them. If she wants to keep teaching, she can teach. But I'm having a daughter in 3 months, so whatever plan I have, it's going to be completely out the window, I'm sure, because I know nothing about real life yet.
Yeah.
But in the most like non-capitalistic, just life goals, I want to be able to go to every soccer game and or dance recital that this kid has and not have to think about money in any way, shape, or form. And I'm on the trajectory to do that. So I don't really give a shit if I build a alpha investments level empire. I'm just like,
Yeah.
at a certain point, I mean, when my kid's 10 and playing soccer, I'll be 42. And by then I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm not trying to build meta here. I'm just like, I want to have fun. If I'm able to talk to people like you at 11 p.m. on a Monday night, I can't imagine being happier than that. This is my joy.
Yeah.
This is like all I want in life.
That's
I can do
freaking
whatever
cool
I
to
want.
hear, man. That's
Yeah,
sick.
I mean it's true. Like I have the money. I could go to any island and stay there for a month. I could buy this. I could buy F that. That shit sucks. I bought a
Yeah.
Kia Sportage. I buy clothes from Target, and I play Super Smash Bros with my boys. Like every week, me and the boys get together. We do 3 hours of Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
That's all I want in life. If I can do Super Smash Bros with my boys every Monday or Tuesday night, what else is there? Who cares?
Yeah. 100%, dude. I feel like I realized that same thing over the past few years. I used to be a strong believer when I was a kid that money equals happiness, and like
Hmm.
1000% against that now. Uh,
Yeah,
like I obviously you need money to survive, and I think it at least work to a point where you're can live comfortably, and that's kind of I don't know. That's I guess the thought outlook on it as of recently.
that's good. I think that's a healthy outlook. Yeah. So I mean, are your goals pretty similar then in like 10 years?
I mean, I'd like to have a Lamborghini, not gonna lie.
Okay, I mean, valid. Like, if you're a car guy, especially, like, why not?
That might be, a little gift to self.
Well, yeah, you
One day.
gotta treat yourself, like for real. Like, I have no interest in a Lamborghini, but you know what I bought that I think would give me just as much joy? Are those the Beats headphones? What are you wearing?
The Apple.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the most like overpriced headphones money can buy, and I bought me a pair, and it is my favorite thing I've ever purchased in my entire life. The
Really?
quality in those, oh dude, I love
Yeah.
them. I go to the gym and I feel true Marie Kondo level joy. It sparks it every time I put that shit on. So you gotta treat yourself to the expensive things in life. I don't give a shit about cars, but if I did, I would also buy a Lamborghini
Yeah.
that when I, eventually, but I just don't care about cars. But yeah, I don't think it's outlandish at all. I think, I mean, you'll be able to buy probably a Lamborghini in every color of the rainbow if you keep it up.
What color
I mean,
is
what
your
you're not?
Bugatti?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like, which color? You could be like the sheiks in the Middle East that are like, oh, what's your favorite color?
That's crazy, bro.
And
That's
then just
crazy.
ship it over. Yeah, I think everyone in the Pokemon business or adjacent sphere right now who's currently on YouTube and relevant, me and you included, I think all of us could easily make, 10, 20 mil within the next 10 to 20 years and
Yeah.
probably retire pretty comfortably. We're all doing really well. Like, I don't know. That might be ambitious, but if that's what people want who I'm talking about, I think they could absolutely hit that.
Yeah. If this fails for me, I'm doing OnlyFans, bro. Bro, have you okay, like genuine question about that though. Have you seen the money that they pull in per year?
Oh, I'm actually a big this is gonna be clipped hard. I'm a huge fan of like the OnlyFans economy. I think it's fascinating. Like seriously, I don't have a subscription for the record, but I love following it. I had some friends in high school who sold weed, that like a ton of it. I don't do drugs. I've never smoked weed in my entire life, but I loved like the economics of it.
Yeah.
I was like, how much does this cost? How much is this? How much you profit? The OnlyFans thing, it's fascinating. Those people, I mean, it's insanity how much they pull day one of starting one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what it's
That's
genuinely
captivating.
it is. It's
I would do
super
it.
interesting.
100%. If you told me that, hey, you could pull 12 mil in a day, like Bad Baby or whatever her name is,
No,
uh,
bro.
Danielle Bregoli, Lil Tay, the blonde one. Like if you told me, yeah, you could pull that kind of money in year one, I'd be like, all right, sign me up. Like I have no shame.
Bro,
Like it's
that
fascinating to me.
Sophie Rain girl
Her,
reportedly made more than fucking LeBron James last year or something.
that was the headline, and I think it's true. I think she made more than LeBron. And
My God, bro.
I don't want to get too deep in the lore of Sophie Rain because I don't know much about this girl. But from what I understand, I don't even think her content's like explicit.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
That's
her.
crazy.
I know for a fact because I've been a fan of this girl's like social media journey.
Yo, you've done
I
your
find
research.
entrepreneurs. I do. I was always a Belle Delphine fan. I thought she was brilliant. I think the worst thing Belle Delphine did is finally give the people what they wanted. I think she should have just done exactly what she was doing, just cosplay. Again, I've never subscribed to this girl, but she was
Yeah.
on Logan Paul's podcast,
Yeah, yeah.
and she's a business genius.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I mean, for I think genuinely years, she never posted anything explicit, like
That's
just
crazy.
cosplay. I mean, definitely suggestive material, but not explicit.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Lil Tay is the same way. I'm an expert at anything that requires money. Like people are going to be like, "Wow, this guy's gooning over," and like, no, I find it fascinating.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Me, yeah, I think it's great. Me and my, I'm not going to say who, me and a friend in back in the day, several years ago, I had a plan that I was going to become a foot. I was going to join the feet fetish industry. I had a whole business plan for it.
What is happening?
Yeah, truly. Because so I'm bipolar, right? And this was before I was medicated. So I was really good at making money. I've always been a freaking business mogul at making money, but I was really better at losing all the money. I drained my 401k to see Eminem the first time. I was an idiot. But whenever I got money, I spent it. And so I was like, I need to get money fast. And I had a whole business plan to be a foot fetish person on Instagram.
Yeah.
A detailed stuff, character development. Like I was going to personify my feet
Yeah.
and all sorts of like I had a whole thing. And my buddy was like, "Bro, you're taking this too seriously. It was a joke." I'm like, "Joke? Like, dude, this is a moneymaker."
Yeah.
OnlyFans did not exist then. This was in like 2012, 2013. But if it did, I would have jumped all over that. Thank God it wasn't a thing yet. Like, thank God.
Dude, that's freaking
I
hilarious.
I found the right path. But Alex Hermosi, do you follow Alex Hermosi? He's like a business guy.
No, but I've definitely heard the name.
You should subscribe to him. He's like, you know, Gary V, one of
Okay.
those business guys. Uh, that was his plan. He was going to become a video person, we'll say. And that was his plan if his gym business didn't take off. He's a good looking dude. He's like yoked as hell. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it very interesting. The drug economics of drug dealing too. I found fascinating. I would have been a great drug dealer in high school. I just didn't have the balls to do it. Would have been great.
Dude, I would have been buying. I would have been a client.
Yeah. I would have made you the biggest fan of whatever I was slinging. I promise you, man. Like,
It
thank
is
God I
like
didn't have the balls to do it.
another thing I've seen lately, not to keep talking about the OnlyFans subject, but I think this part is super interesting, is now people are making AI stuff. Like
Hmm.
it could be dudes sitting on their computers making AI stuff. And these people are pulling in 20, 30, 40 grand a month from and the people paying for it, bro, like legally, I think they have to put on there like, "Hey, this is digitally created." So whoever's paying for this knows that it's probably a dude sitting behind the computer making this stuff. But yeah, it's wild
I
times.
It's so fascinating. That's a good point. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the hustle. I mean, like
Yeah.
anyone that's like hustling and making money, I think it's like, good for them. This is gonna piss people off, but I was at Target the other day, and there was these two like sweaty, overweight nerds like hovering over a shelf in like the holiday department. Nobody was there. It was like the dark corner of Target, and they're like counting One Piece packs out like it's freaking birds of cocaine, and they're scalping this shit.
Yeah.
And I walked up, and everyone else, like Pokey Streets or whoever, they got their camera out, like scalper.
Yeah.
And I walked up to them, like, so how much profit you guys got in that cart? And they were like, oh, I'm like, I don't give a shit, just tell me. They're like, oh, like $800. I'm like, you do you, boo, like whatever. But I don't know, any hustle, whether it be OF or dealing or One Piece scalping a target, I'm just fascinated by it,
Yeah.
and I want to live I'm like the fat dude on a diet who wants to watch other people eat like cake, like the mukbang videos. I'm one of those people. I want to live vicariously through others.
Yeah.
Because selling Pokemon cards is novel. People are like, "Oh wow, what a unique position." But now I'm used to it,
Yeah.
and I want to see other people doing something more unique.
Yeah.
I think that's the appeal.
Yeah. A lot of people do this on YouTube now, but years ago, I was like years and years ago before this was like kind of a famous thing. At least I had never seen anybody do it yet. But I'm also super interested in like the people that make a lot of money. So I would drive by these super nice houses like 15, 20 minutes away. And I was going to start going up to the doors and just being like, hey, can
Oh
I
yeah,
ask, what do you do for like a living? Because it's like,
I love that content.
yeah, I know. I watch that shit so much now and I'm like, damn it, I should have did that channel.
I there's a guy. If you said his name, I'd recognize it. But there's a guy that does it like at scale, and I love his channel. I just can't think of his name, but yeah, I mean, and it's like you can still do it. Like I think that's very unsaturated, honestly.
Yeah.
I think AI OF is definitely more saturated now, but
Yeah.
going door to door, and you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, like that dude isn't from Atlanta, so like it could be a whole different
It's
ballpark there.
bro, the houses here are like it's weird because you can drive 10 minutes one direction and, let's probably get out of this area. And then 10 minutes the other direction, and it's like mansions, like probably $5-10 million homes. It's crazy.
That sounds like a lot like Kansas City. I'm not from KC, but I've been there enough times, and it's like, yeah, you make one wrong turn, you're scared, and then you make a different turn, and you're humbled. It's kind of fascinating.
It's freaking
Omaha's a lot more segregated. Like there's definitely a rich side and a not rich side in Omaha
yeah.
for the most part.
All right. End us off with what's your two Pokemon hot takes right now?
Two Pokemon hot takes. I should have prepared for this better. You can edit out me thinking. Two Pokemon hot takes. Let's see.
Bro, I left me
Okay.
walking away with my camera dead. I'm not cutting nothing.
Valid. There's a lot of stuff you should cut from this, but like, authenticity, baby. I think one of my hot takes would be there's a lot of rumors going around that like Pokemon's gonna reprint everything like Q1 of 2026. Like, I don't know if this is even a hot take, but that's bullshit. There's I watched Eli and Anomic's live stream, and he's one of the biggest vendors out there. He's got 3 or 4 or 5 distributors. He gets pallets. I get cases. This guy gets pallets of stuff. He's not heard anything from his distros. I've asked my 3 distros via email, hey, anything about this? Or like, nothing that we heard.
Wow.
There's a few other like there's a couple. I know a non-TCG has said it before, and a couple like minor channels. And personally, I think it's bullshit. I don't know. I'm not calling them liars necessarily, but like I'm not seeing that on my end. And I think it's a hot take because it's like, oh, the evil capitalist wants to keep products hype. Guys, I don't give a shit. I hope it reprints because I'm gonna buy all of it if it does.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like unload on you guys, in any capacity. So I guess that's a hot take. Hot take number 2, I think people think that this crazy bull market's going to last longer than it actually will. I mean 2026. I'd be confident that you know it's going to be a very strong year for Pokemon. But I don't think people realize how quickly it's going to flip. Where the people in my position, the big ballers, are ordering like $500,000 of every set from distro, thinking that we're only going to get $50,000 of stuff. I think there is a gross over exaggeration, like an overestimation of like how long that's going to last. Because I think sooner than later, we're going to lay down 500 grand in an order, and distro's going to go, cool, you got $480,000 of stuff coming at you. And then most of the people at my level who don't have that money, I think they're going to shit their pants and fire sell everything. And then we're going to get right back to where we were a few years ago.
Yeah.
I call that a hot take because there's a lot of folks who think this is going to last too long, like way longer. And there's a lot of vendors in my position who are like, oh, he's just fear mongering. He's scaring us. It's like, no, I see what y'all are ordering because I talk to my distro managers and they tell me the orders that they're getting in. And most of y'all do not have the money to even pay for a quarter of what you're ordering.
Yeah.
Not even
close.
I
believe that. I believe
it's
that for sure.
Obnoxious. Because to an extent, you get a percentage of what you order. To an extent, it depends on how much money you've given them on other products. I've talked about this a million times. And so a year or two ago, you know, you wanted to order $200,000 of a set because distro would be like, oh, cool, he wants a shitload of it. We'll give him 35 grand of it.
Yeah.
And so I think that became synonymous with like, oh, if I order X, I'll get Y. And people attach this arbitrary percentage to it that at the time might have been real, but they still think that percentage is valid where, oh, well, I want 100 grand worth, so I'm going to buy $1 million worth, and they're going to do 10% of my, and at some point they're going to get $1 million worth.
Yeah.
Pokemon will catch up. And I think Pokemon's going to catch up faster than a lot of other content creators say. I think, like I said, hot take one, they ain't going to reprint shit in Q1 2026. They're done. They're moving on. But I think Mega Evolution set 11, if you order $1 million of it, you're going to get $1 million of it. That's my prediction. So
dang, bro.
Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, these little Timmies need to slow down. So what's going to happen is one of two things. One of two things will happen. These morons will they'll order $1 million worth of shit, and they'll get $1 million worth of it. They only got 200 grand in their bank account. So what they're going to do is either fire sell on the market and tank the market price, and we're going to be back to $85 Fusion Strike booster box season, like in 2021 or whatever, or they're going to panic and sell it in the private sector to people like me and Rudy and people with like $500,000 or $1 million in the bank, and then we're going to get rich as hell, and everyone else, and they're going to fail. It's probably going to be the first one where the market just tanks because there's going to be all this extra product that these morons ordered and didn't know how to get rid of. The funny thing is, if there were 10 vendors in the world, me and 9 other people, and we all had $1 million in our bank accounts, and we all ordered $1 million of every set, the bull market could continue forever because we could all afford it and we wouldn't be rushed to sell it. The only reason, in my opinion, this might be a hot take, the only reason, in my opinion, that the market ever goes down and boxes sell for $100 has nothing to do with demand, has nothing to do with the cards, has nothing to do with the polls. Look at Paradox Rift, for example, it's $200. It has everything to do with how much vendors like me order and how panicked we get when we actually get what we want. The vendors control the market price. No one else does. You can look at the sentiment behind everything. Magikarp, Paldea, Evolve, Seismitoad, blah, 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 blah. The sentiment is so stupid and so irrational and so inconsistent that it would be silly to say that the average consumer controls the market. Yeah. It's the vendors who panic.
Man, that's interesting.
Hot take number 3. Give you 3 hot takes.
All right, hit me. Hit me.
Well, that was it. I'm saying that was hot take number 3. The market is largely controlled by vendors, in my opinion. Like if we all just held on to stuff and didn't fire sell it.
Yeah. I low-key want it. I want to see us come back to a time where we can get $95 booster boxes.
I would love that. I would absolutely love it.
I'm hoping for that.
And it's like that's when having the parasocial relationships and the audience and the brand, that's when that's going to come in handy because I could order $1 million of some shitty future set for $95, and I would be able to liquidate it barely at profit, but I'd be able to liquidate it very easily because I've spent 5 years getting an audience that, for whatever reason, likes me and my arrogant ass self. And yeah, so I mean that's when that's going to come in handy is that era. But I can't wait. I would love everything to tank.
Yeah.
I'm like crossing my fingers that it happens faster than I even think. But I think like Q3 2026, it's going to be a very different ball game.
Interesting. You think what do you think's going to happen with the whole 30th anniversary? You think that's going to be crazy times? Like same thing going on now or
I guess I'm confused. Is Ascended Heroes the 30th anniversary set? I guess like not necessarily.
I
I
don't
think there's
know.
going to be like an Ascended Heroes is the English high class set. It's the English Mega Dream.
Oh,
There's
okay.
something. Yeah, so there's a 30th anniversary product that drops February 27th on Pokemon Day, but it's just one single product. I think there will be a whole like set around the 30th anniversary that we don't know about yet.
Okay.
And that it's up in the air. I have no idea. I have no opinion on that. My opinion on Ascended Heroes, the set that comes out in January, the English Mega Dream set with the Dragonite on the ETB. I think that's going to be an absolute flipping disaster.
Like
$15 to $20 packs. It's going to be awful.
cuz the god packs and stuff.
No, because of how stupid Pokemon is. It's a waived release, just like Prismatic. And instead of giving the people what they want, Pokemon on January 30th is going to release one product, I believe. And that's a 2-pack blister. 2-pack blister. That's the only product available
Jesus.
until February 20th. February 20th, they're releasing like stickers or a poster, some BS other product. And then that has like 3 or 4 packs in it. And then March 20th, they're releasing another product that has a few packs in it. And you know what? I lied. I think between February and March, the ETB does come out. I'm fairly certain on that. But think about it. Between January 30th and like late Feb, early March, the
Yeah.
only product out there is like a sticker collection and a 2-pack blister. It's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
Absolute shit show. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be rough. The 30th anniversary, I'd like to think they'll have their shit together by then, but Ascended Heroes, which is what everyone's talking about right now, I think it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. That's crazy. Insane.
Danny just made a video about it. I
need
was
to
literally
watch.
watching it before I got on with you. I got like 8 minutes through, but it looks like a Danny. Someone wrote Danny rant tump where he's pissed off about the Ascend. I guess he already has the allocation numbers based on the thumbnail.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's not good. When Danny's pissed off about allocation numbers, you know it's legit. Like,
Yeah.
like you know it's problematic. So I don't know. We'll see.
100%. All right, brother. Well, as always, thank you so much for coming on, doing this again. Always a good conversation, dude. I feel like even when I get, that's why, bro, this was only supposed to be an hour, and then I get to ask you questions because I'm learning at the same time.
Oh, dude, I just have fun. I love talking about this crap. I knew
Yeah,
it
I
would be an
know.
hour. I'm like, this is gonna be 2.
I nerd out so much, bro. I feel like you're into the same stuff as me. It's like, I don't know. But where can they find you, bro? Where can they shop from you? Anything else you want to say, feel free.
Yeah, buy my stuff, PokeNE.com. If you want to subscribe to the channel, PokeNE_Pokemon. I think
Yeah.
that's the same on Instagram. It might be PokeNE_TCG.
I'll have it all
Either way,
linked as well, and I'll put this at the
you're the
beginning
best. You're the best.
that they'll be
Yeah,
there.
I'd love to get some new subs. 2026 is going to be all business content. We are going back to the trenches. I'm sick of these other business people coming out of the gates and making me look lazy. So we're getting back to the business concept. If you want to learn how to start a Pokemon card business, I'm your guy. We don't sell nothing except cards. We don't sell no courses. So
Yeah.
come and have a good time. And if you see me at Starbucks, remember I'm nicer in person.
Nice. Thank you so much, bro. VERTMAS, another banger guest pod, everything. Seriously, thanks, bro.
Thank you, man. I was really excited when you DM'd me. So
Let's
do it
go.
again. Do it again in a few months. See what's going on.
Yeah, we got to run it back. All right. Peace. Freaking nice.
We should have been recording a lot of that.
It's always
I mean,
like
come
that.
on. we're not going to talk about OnlyFans on the real recording and not include whatever you want to talk. Like,
No,
whatever you're going to ask is probably more relevant than OF. So like, you might as well record it.
if you were gonna kill somebody, how would? No, I'm just kidding.
I've got a whole list of ways. Trust.
Okay, wait. This is kind of one of the behind the scenes. I'm recording over here on OBS because it won't let me hit this thing now.
Oh, you're all good. Make sure the volume's on because OBS is goofy with that shit.
Do you have? Okay, just straight up. I used to.
You ask whatever you want. I'm an open book.
Okay. In 2025, this is so off topic. Am I gonna get canceled for this? In 2025, do you think you could murder somebody and get away with it?
Me personally, or like you, like plural, like the general person?
You,
because like people certainly could. Like me, Brian, from I always thought about this because I'm truly because I live in Omaha, Nebraska, and Council Bluffs is like a 50-minute drive from my house. And if you've been to Council Bluffs, Iowa, we're in the Great Plains, but Council Bluffs, it's literally just miles of bluffs, which are like rolling hills. They're not mountains, but they're very large hills. And my dad was a cop for 26 years, and he always said, great advice from father. He's like, you know, he was an investigator for 26 years. He's like, if someone buried somebody in the middle of Council Bluffs, there's no way we'd ever find them. No shot.
Yo, dude,
so
if I disappear, y'all know where I am.
You're in Council Bluffs, baby. I always thought that would be a way to do it. I'm out of pocket for this answer. And then my other way to hide a body, if I had to, I moved into a neighborhood. And I built a house, and it's a new neighborhood, and we were like the third or fourth house in the neighborhood. And there are foundations everywhere that they're building, celebrity homes. They dug all the foundations, they're working on it. I always thought, you know what? If you wanted to get rid of a body, you get a shovel and you buy it strategically. I've got a whole plan on this. But cash transactions, obviously, other cities, you hold on to the shovel for several months. You don't want to be on camera buying a shovel a week beforehand. But if you wanted to get away with it, you go into one of these house foundations in the middle of the night. You dig a 6-foot ditch in the foundation. They're building these neighborhoods in like 3 or 4 months' time. They're going to pour the concrete in the foundation. You're never going to find that person. Not a chance. No shot.
Insane.
They're pouring a concrete foundation on top of you, and you're already 10 feet below the ground from the start.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even take long to dig deeper than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've thought about this extensively, believe it or not. And the shovel thing's important. Like again, small town Nebraska, you drive to central Nebraska, you want to plan the murder in say July, August, you do this in January, you buy the shovel because it makes sense. There's snow on the ground, it's time to buy a shovel. You drive to middle of nowhere, somewhere where they wouldn't have like CT cameras, probably like some little 800 person town. You buy a shovel cash. You don't kill the person a month later. You hold on to the shovel. You only touch it with gloves and protection. You do all the things. The reason people get hit with murder charges, they're not doing the wrong things. They're using the gloves. They're using this. They're using that. Their problem is they're just like people in Pokemon investing. They're doing the right things. They're not waiting long enough.
Yeah.
I'm so serious about this.
Yeah.
If the average murderer just spent time between the steps, they would get away with it. They're so brash that if you just thought about murder as hard as investors who are successful thought about investing, you could get away with probably 3 to 5 would be my guess.
Bro, this went from how to start a YouTube and lock into your business to how to be a murderer.
It's all the same. And as far as how you do it, you'd obviously want to do something internal trauma. You would not want nothing external. You do not want to deal with blood. They will always, if you stab someone, no matter how much you clean it up, no matter how much bleach you use. Again, my dad being an investigator for 27 years, he'll tell you there is no such thing as a clean environment. That's not a real thing.
Yeah.
You cannot truly clean a crime scene. It's not real. They will always find it. So you've got to do something that doesn't involve any sort of like blood. I mean, there's going to be DNA and hair for obviously vacuum and whatever. But you don't want to stab nobody and think you can just like clean it up like it's a movie. Like you gotta be a little more strategic. Pillow on the mouth.
Oh my god.
Truly, that's all it takes. They're tied up. Tie them up. Pillow on the mouth, and then found either a house foundation from a celebrity home. Celebrity Homes is the brand of the houses. They're like $400,000. Celebrity Home Foundation before they pour the concrete. Get the schedule down. How do you get the schedule for concrete pour? You go to Celebrity Homes if you want, and you look at what houses are next on the market. You want the ones that are coming soon. And then the foundation is going to be poured within the next month. Or Council Bluffs. It's the middle of Council Bluffs, and no one's going to find that person. You got way more than you bargained for on that.
I don't think I could get away with it. Well, for one, I live in a super populated freaking area, so I definitely have to travel or something.
Yeah.
And then that makes it more hard because it's like phone tracking, whatever. But I got step one down though, because I'm definitely experienced with tying people up. So we got that part. Okay, we're ending it there. That's it.
The tying people up is more likely to get you canceled than the murder. People find murder entertaining. They're good with it. It's a lot of good Netflix murder shows. But yeah, the phone. I should have mentioned that. You don't buy the shovel with your phone on you. Yeah. Like you keep your phone somewhere else the whole time.
That's how that one dude. I watch a lot of this murder stuff, like just crime on YouTube. I like to. I'm just interested in it. That one dude who I want to say this was about a year ago. At this point, he was a college professor, I believe, and he killed the 4 or 5 kids.
Mm. I don't follow the lore of murder so often. I couldn't tell you.
But like he was I want to say he was the professor of like the crime class at the school, and I guess he had been planning it forever and ever. But like the way he got caught is he took the phone. Like it was dead to rights.
Bro. Oh my god.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Rookie mistake. I mean, sure. God, that's so Netflix documentary though, that a crime scene teacher killing people. That it's better than fiction. I mean, you can't make up a better story than that. Perfect.
Don't you wonder if he like went to college, like, when he was studying to be a professor in this category of whatever class he taught, was he always thinking about that, or was it something that like maybe he got into it while he was teaching? I think about all these things.
I bet he was always thinking about it. That's too happy of a coincidence. Like that man went in with a mission. That's a long-term play. Like like I said, murder I think is probably way easier than people make it out to be. They just rush the steps.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon investing. Like literally, like buy a booster box, sit on that fucker for a year or 3, and then sell it. People, they're watching you, and then they're watching Nomics, they're watching Umpire, and they're like, oh god, Justin Rivals, sell Prismatic. No wonder you're all fucking broke. You sell the shit before it goes up. Just wait 5 years.
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, you can't wait 5 years with a rotting body, but like the other steps, I mean, just be smart about it.
Yeah. Okay, and then the actual...
Maybe that's...
Dude, I hope I have a channel after this, bro.
Well, you got 2 channels. You're going to have the other one at least.
Opossum's about to have a field day of a video with this conversation.
Opossum will have a good time with this one, and I'm sure Rattle will have a great response to the last one. I can't wait for that. I want my beautiful hair in that thumbnail next. It'll be the nicest looking picture in any of his thumbnails he's ever had.
Hey,
I'll give him a little guys.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I'll give him a nice give him some like screenshots to choose from. Give me on my good side.
Freaking nice. Okay, now I'll actually end it.
Okay, there you go.
There's the fun question of the night. Peace, show.
It's like another 20 minutes to the hour and 40-minute video.
I didn't have you under my tree this Christmas, but I had